If you're watching this, you probably sent me some details on a business, let's say pitch, okay, pitch me. I don't mean in a negative way, and that's all good. But rather than keep explaining, I'm making this video. So, number one, I'm not looking to join at this point, okay, and that doesn't mean to say might consider it in the future when you see what I'm sharing with you now. And this isn't a reverse pitch; it's just so you know where my head is at because if you're seeing this, what you sent me to me is not remarkable. I've had travel businesses, I think two travel businesses. I've had three health businesses. Um, and they all say they're the best and they've got this and they've got that. But at the end of the day, they're binaries and and so on and so on. So I already do HBA and that gives me 80% commissions, which is higher than anything probably you've sent me. We also have like a mid-ticket thing, which gives you a meaningful commission. So we do that. But the problem that I'm going to see with what I do and what I've done over the last, 15, 16 years and what you sent me is the duplication, right? And I've done good things online, thankfully, and it's been a lot of posting and a lot of hard work. And then when people could get involved, they don't post, right? Oh, it's okay for you, Paul. You know what to say. I've heard that more times than I can remember. It's okay for you, you're technical. Heard that more times than I can remember. And it's like, well, I mean to, but I got busy. So people aren't just doing any promotion at all on social media. So what I want to do is I just want to show you, if you give me 2 minutes, something called PostingPilot, and you can go to PostingPilot AI and check it out. But we got the chance to work with Matthew Hollis. I don't know if you know Matthew, but his father you might have heard of if you're in the network marketing space is Robert Hollis, and he's made well over 60 million online. The last project he did with Matthew, and with Matthew kind of running the background, they did $3.5 million, right? And they made this great product called AI Upline that would kind of tell you what to say. If somebody came up with an objection, you could answer it this way and you could practice with it. And how can you go and maybe reach out to people? And it was all well and good. But me and my business partner, Eric, we looked at each other and we said, we've been telling people this for years. In fact, I built a custom chat GPT that had a seven-figure marketer's brain in a box, we called it, to do that. And everybody that saw it loved it, but nobody used it. Why? Because nobody wants to go and talk to people, right? So this is the solution we went to them with. And after much programming and toing and froing, this is what I want to show you. So you understand where my head's at, but also how it might help you. Right, make sure I'm on the right. So this is PostingPilot. This is the dashboard here, right? And the idea was I'll just share the core of it with you, but the core was, what if somebody could tell, like, if you were going to hire me to do your social media for you, right? You'd have to tell me about your company and you'd have to tell me about yourself, right? Your story, and you'd have to maybe give me some images. So what if, right, AI could do that? And then what if AI could take that information and you could literally come here to weekly plan and you could, if you don't have to answer this if you don't want, but if you've got a specific focus that week, like you need to build more trust, or you're looking for more leads, or there's a company convention or something coming up and you want to promote that, right? What if you could just click generate my week, and in the background this would just go and it would go, okay, I'll make your week's worth of content for you, okay, Monday to Sunday, right? And then so we still want you to approve it, but this self-learns as well. So you see this analytics down here? It analyzes what posts are giving the best kind of engagement, the best interaction and everything. And then it makes sure it uses more of those. Now, that will happen for me on my account, but remember, this is like all the information is getting fed back to a central place. So the more people that use it, the better it's going to get, and better and better and better at knowing exactly what to use, right? You can create your own content, okay? It's got a content creator, it's got a content studio, right? So you can create your own content, but the idea is the core of this, the absolute core is you come here on a Sunday night, you click generate my week. It says, okay, it schedules it all out and it will post it as well after you approve it. So we've got image, video, image, video. Let's show you. This is an image, overwhelmed, right? Overwhelmed by starting online business advice. There's a nice post-it right there. Okay, here's a video.
Consistency beats complexity in online marketing. Most people don't need a bigger tech stack. They need a smaller promise to themselves that they can keep daily.
That's a bit jerky because I've got the screen share on, right? It's a smooth video. Don't like it, you can edit it, you can replace it, you can turn it into a story video if you want. This is a more of a story little video, these little clips that convert well on social media.
Hi, I almost quit more times than I can count. Then I found the Home Business Academy. Now my workflow is a simple checklist I can follow even on busy days.
Okay, so that's what HBA do. That's one of the things they do. We've surpassed that by making this automated, right? So now, if you think this would be useful for your team to have, because think about this as well. So one of the next things we're looking at adding in is what we're calling the Hive Mind. So let's supposing you are really good at online promotion and you're a leader, right? And you want to be able to have your some of your content put right in, right, to your PostingPilot members, which will be your downline, your PostingPilot members scheduler, because you know it works incredibly well, right? Well, that can happen too. That's something we're working on, right? So listen, if you want to check it out, it's PostingPilot. Let me show you. It's PostingPilot.ai. So if you go to PostingPilot.ai, now at the time of recording this, we're just taking, let me log out, we're taking founders. Okay, so the founders are the people that have basically funded the project. So they're never going to pay the monthly fee. We're looking, there's going to be 2 levels at the minute, maybe 3 actually, ultimately for like an agency type deal. But at the minute, it's $500. You never pay the monthly fee though, and it works on like a credit system. That most of that money gets turned into credits for you as well, and they get a cheaper rate. Now they might well have gone by the time you see this, and then there'll be like you get added to a waiting list. And we're looking at launching this a soft launch on the 1st for the founders, and on the 8th to the public. Okay, but if you want to read a little bit more about what it does, then you can just come and read up about it here. There's more demos here, stuff that it does. Okay, you know, so also if you want to take it to like real business, this is a nutrition brand, so this will be like one of the things I've been pitched on type thing. Not exactly that. And then here's a video.
This is the David protein bar. It has 20 grams of protein and only 1 gram of sugar. It's made with real ingredients and it tastes like a candy bar.
So it's easy. Yeah, it's got the edits and the breaks in it and stuff like that. So if that's why I'm not currently interested, I'm afraid, in what you're offering. Okay, but maybe in the future it's something we could set up a fan page and you know the social media profiles and use PostingPilot to run with it. So I'm not excluding that. But if you have any interest in using this for your team, reach out to me and we can talk. All right, catch you later. Thanks for your time.